We're live, we're live, we're live. Right. Hi guys. I'm live. It's okay. Right. So, how are you? Defending Elvis. Welcome. Sorry, I'm a bit not awake. So I wasn't going to go live, but then I thought I had someone message me called Scott, who sent me some pictures of Vernon Presleys' home. Vernon Presleys' home. He took the pictures today. 1266 Dolan Drive. Do any of you guys know about 1266 Dolan Drive? It's Memphis, Tennessee, 38116 in the United States. Right. So, do you know what? This has been brought up before. Certain properties that were in Elvis's life that have become dilapidated. Yeah, there's a few now, isn't there? People wonder why Elvis Presley Enterprises haven't bought them, restored them. Some of them just seems to have been left to wreck and ruin. So someone called Scott messaged me. Hi, Scott. Thank you very much. I think Scott is watching. Now, I know a few little bits about this property. Now, is it correct that Elvis didn't want Vernon to marry Dee? Is that the reason this property was purchased? Tell me, guys, what is the history? Ness, do you know? Obviously, we know about Vernon and Dee meeting in 1959, was it? Elvis was not happy. We know how Dee introduced herself, Dee Stanley, how she introduced herself. She phoned trying to get hold of Elvis, eventually getting through to Vernon. Elvis was away. She invited Elvis over for dinner, and I think Vernon went. And they hit it off. They had some chemistry. You know what I mean, guys? So there's a bit of a story. So Ness, I win the lottery. I want to buy Dolan and fix it up. Yeah. So Ness. So guys, somebody messaged me and they went to Dolan Drive today, and took some pictures. Let me get my Facebook up. So welcome everyone. We've had a bit of a Team Elvis day, which is excellent. And let's show you these pictures. So we're going to make this video a bit about Dolan Drive. We're also going to show the pictures that were sent to me. I have to get onto I think I transferred them onto let me just check what I have. Yes, I have. So here it is, guys. Here's Dolan Drive. Here's the address, 1266 Dolan Drive. Here's the property. Dolan Drive. I actually do think it's an interesting topic, discussing these rundown properties that were in Elvis's life. For some reason, no one wants to fix them up. It's quite a cute property, isn't it? It's a good-looking property. So let's look at the pictures we've got. Let's have a look. So these were taken today. I want to get your messages up. Okay. So let's just go through them. So this is today. I've also got some footage. I've got Spa Guys footage. I've got a little, a very small part, wrong way. I've got a very small little clip of Vernon Presley. I think I wanted to include Vernon in this because obviously it was his home. Yeah. So we can see it. I think a very good looking property myself. The property is right next to Elvis's horse barn. Now, when you say the horse barn, Scott is messaging me as we talk. Do you mean the House of the Rising Sun? Do you mean that horse barn? The one where the rising sun was? Is that the horse barn that you mentioned? So let's just look at these pictures taken today by Scott. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, it doesn't look like it's completely trashed. It's an affordable size, isn't it? It's you don't look at that and think, oh my god, that must cost a fortune. It's got a nice bit of land with it. The roof, not too bad, really. I've seen a lot worse. Right, I've got your messages up now. So Patty Heath, hi Patty. The city could rebuild it and made it a historic landmark. You'd think, yeah, either Memphis City. Hello. You think either Memphis City or Elvis Presley Enterprises. You think they sold it, don't you? You think one of them sold it, but they don't. I'm just checking your comments, guys. I wonder why EPE doesn't fix it up. There we are. And this is the same thing that Scott was saying to me. Scott is on Instagram. He does watch our show. Now, it's nice. It could be fixed up. So nice. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a cute little property. Should we buy it, guys? Team Elvis. We're all buying it and we can use it as a holiday Airbnb. Yeah, me and Team Elvis. What do you reckon? We can meet up there whenever we want. What do you think, guys? Dolan Drive. So we've got Dolan Drive. I'm just looking at your the city could rebuild it and make it a historic landmark. Okay, let's just look at the pictures and then we're going to start playing a few little video clips. I mean, the grass needs mowing. This is today, guys. This was sent by Scott from Instagram. This is today. Scott is Team Elvis. He watches our show. Very interesting. I actually like how it looks. I don't look at it and think, oh my god, it's going to fall down. Even the windows, they don't look too bad, do they? What do you reckon, guys? Are we all going to chip in and buy it? Team Elvis. Yeah? We're going to all chip in and buy it. Do we have any wealthy members of Team Elvis? So Stacy says it doesn't look like it's... Yeah, it looks better than you think, doesn't it? Maybe in real life, obviously Scott was there. So maybe in real life it looks a lot worse. So Scott has said, darn right, I'm Team Elvis. Of course, thank you. Even though, do you know what I said to Scott? You know we get a lot of backlash, don't you? And it's like, so I talked to one of the neighbours and he said that white building right behind Vernon's house, Vernon's home, is the current horse barn on Graceland Estate. Right, okay. Which I think used to be called the House of the Rising Sun, the home of the Rising Sun. Yeah, isn't that where Priscilla's birthday present on 1967, what was the name of it? Domino? Is it Domino? Elvis bought Priscilla a horse, Domino, and she ran off and had an affair with it. Sorry, I take that back. Priscilla didn't run off with Domino and have an affair with it. I was joking, mate. So the neighbour said the property is abandoned. Do you know what? It doesn't look abandoned to me. It looks like the grass needs mowing, the trees need cutting back, but the actual property itself doesn't look too bad. What do you think, guys? No, we're not talking about Priscilla running off with the horse. Right, let's have a little look more. Right, okay. Right, so I think it looks okay. We're going to play a few videos. Now, let's just remember Vernon. You know, Vernon is Elvis's dad. Yeah? So, I defend Vernon. I'm just going through all my videos and let me just see if we can get to the one I did get Right, here we go. Let's listen to Vernon just for 1 minute. I respect Vernon. It's Elvis's dad. I know that there's mixed views about Vernon. I like Vernon. I think Vernon gets a bad rap. I think the way people speak about him is a bit cruel, a bit unfair. They call him lazy. I don't think Vernon was lazy. I think he worked his ass off trying to help Elvis run his career. Elvis trusted Vernon. Vernon was one of the very few people that Elvis trusted. So I personally don't think Vernon gets treated properly. I think even Elvis fans sometimes are very cruel to Vernon Presley. It's Elvis's dad. Elvis worshipped his mum, his dad. They were still very close, guys. Remember, Elvis, even towards the end, was introducing his father on his shows. Yeah? Do you remember when they were wearing the red jackets? I like Vernon. I think people should give him a break. Right, let's listen to this.
The following message was recorded by Mr. Vernon Presley at Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee, just a few days ago.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all the cards and letters that you have sent since the passing away of my son, Elvis. We have all the flowers and the letters and the cards, which we will eventually get around to answering the majority of them.
Now, obviously, this is very sad, yeah? He's out of breath. He's got heart problems. He's an unwell man. He's gutted he's lost his son. Don't forget, he lost Gladys. And no matter what anyone says about Vernon and Gladys, he did love her, yeah? So this man is broken, isn't he? He's broken. He held out for a bit longer after Elvis passed. God rest his soul. I'm very concerned about what went on between Vernon and Priscilla concerning the will, because it was left to Vernon Presley to make the final decisions with the will, with his own will. There were amendments made concerning, I think, Sandy Miller, was it? His girlfriend, the nurse, and a few close family members. I think Vernon made some changes. Months before that, he did make the decision to appoint Priscilla as co-trustee. Is that the right wording? Co-trustee, executor, whatever they want to call it. I'm no expert, guys. People are very concerned about Vernon's decisions concerning Priscilla. I don't think this was made right at the end. I think there was amendments right at the end concerning Sandy, concerning his possessions, because he had some of his own possessions, didn't he? He wanted to give them to his nurse, his girlfriend, I think. But there were decisions made concerning the will where Priscilla was appointed on behalf of Lisa Marie, wasn't she? So people have a lot to say about this, but this is worrying because obviously Vernon is struggling with his breathing. He's trying to thank the fans because the fans came out in their tens of thousands, 80,000 fans, the fans around the world in their tens of millions, an outpouring of love because of the loss of poor Elvis Presley. Yeah. So very heartbreaking, very heartbreaking. But let's just listen to this. And then I've got some video footage of Vernon's home.
But I just wanted you to know that we appreciate them very much. Appreciate your concern. And you have
Yeah, so Pat said it's co-executor. Thank you.
been a great help to me and the family during this time of grief. I'd like to thank CBS for allowing me this opportunity to do this, to let you know that we did receive your cards and all the flowers. And ladies and gentlemen, this picture that you have just seen is the last live performance that Elvis ever done on stage. Thank you. God bless you.
Heartbreaking. Honestly, guys, heartbreaking. I don't even know what to say, guys. That gutting to watch. Now, I'll play a few little clips, then we're going to play some longer clips. Now, I know nothing about this property. I know nothing about it, other than it was once Vernon's home with Dee Stanley. Yeah, Elvis didn't want Vernon to live with Dee. He didn't attend their wedding, did he? Elvis did not go to their wedding. He gave different reasons, but the truth is, he was uncomfortable with it, wasn't he, guys? Now, Dee Stanley will say that Elvis was very kind to her and they got on really well. But we know Dee Stanley went on to trash Elvis in the most disgusting way. Unfortunately, even David and Rick said some pretty disgusting things. But that isn't our topic. We're here to discuss this property on Dolan Drive. So I want to play it twice because it's a very short clip. Again, very similar to the pictures that Scott has given me. Now, is there a date? Let's just see how old this is. Now, the Diamond Jim W made this video 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So I would say this is very, very similar now to how, obviously, Scott took the picture today. So this will be quite similar. Obviously, the wall, it's a bit run down, but I wouldn't say it's falling apart. The roof doesn't look terrible. I wonder if it's leaking. I'd be interested to know if it's leaking. You could see the adjoining property. Let's play it again, guys. So yeah, hi Andrew. Yeah, the Dr. Nick's property. That'll be an interesting one to do as well one day. I've got a few other little clips. I've got some Spa Guy stuff as well. So let's just play a few and we'll just see how we get on, yeah? Is it going to let me play that? But hang on, before I play it, let's see how long ago it was. 2 years. This is 2 years ago. I wonder if we get to see the roof a bit better on this property. Let's have a look. Yeah, so here you can see the wall is crumbling a bit, which you can't see on the other pictures. I wonder if there's been some repairs done to the wall. We get a better view of the windows. They just look like some old, I think, wooden windows. You can see the doorway, a very old wooden door, I would say. I got a feeling, guys, this has been repaired, because if we'll have a quick look at Scott's pictures. There we get a real good look at the roof. It's a slate roof, obviously. It looks okay to me. But I mean, Scott thinks there's been no repairs done, but on this video, the wall is crumbling in places. Yeah. So I'm going to re-show Scott's pictures. I want to compare the two, but looking at this, The roof looks fine. The windows, they seem to be doing their job. The door, the grass has obviously been cut here. Okay. Let's keep going. There's a little bit more here. I think it's fascinating. I mean, I like it. I like that property. I could transform that. You give me a couple of weeks here, I would do some repairs on the walls all the way around, repaint the walls, or maybe restore them to brick finish, maybe. The roof, I think, is okay. The windows, well, you don't want to change it too much because you want it to look how it looked when Vernon lived there. How many times did Elvis visit? Because Elvis would walk over and visit his father, wouldn't he? So let me just check your comments. The back fence leads to Graceland. Elvis used to visit and vice versa. Yeah, I heard that. Thank you, Richie boy. The good point about the roof, if it had been leaking inside, it would be ruined. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some little leaks, but that doesn't look really bad. Right, so Andrew, I walked up there beyond to the back of Graceland. Somebody in 1980, I'll find some photos. Okay, Andrew, send me the photos. Yeah, Karen, yep, you're right. Elvis had a good judge of character concerning D. Stanley. We are upset with D. Stanley. Yeah, honestly. Gary Pepper lived next door to Vernon. Elvis bought him a house with a wheelchair access. Right, okay. And I think you could see that on one of the little 45-second footage. You saw the house next door, didn't you? Yeah, and we know Gary Pepper was friends of Elvis, wasn't he? Wasn't he in the James Dean film, Rebel Without a Cause? Is that the same Gary Pepper? So Gary's mum had a breakdown. Hi, Teresa. Okay, let's go back. Let me just very quickly look at Scott's pictures again. Let's have a look at the wall. Yes, and now I'm looking at this. You can see the walls cracked down there. 1 second. We keep seeing Tony's happy birthday balloons. Tony, we got your happy birthday balloons on there. Yeah, so let's have a close look at it. So don't forget, these were taken today. Yeah? Yeah, no, I agree. The wall does look run down. Yeah, I think, no, there hasn't been any repairs. So, yeah, Scott, you're right. There's no way they've repaired that wall. Right, okay. Let's see if we can play some more video footage. In a second, let me just go back to it. Got to find it again. Which one is it? It's going to be the last one. Here we go. So, let's see what else we found. Now, guys, what do you think? Leave it in the comments. It doesn't make sense that this property is left to rack and ruin. Elvis Presley Enterprises, it would be nice if they purchased this property and made it part of the living museum experience. You know, it's no different than the aeroplane, is it? You know, this should be part of the preservation of Elvis's life. Yeah, it's Elvis's dad, isn't it? Right, so there's a video here from Spa Guy, but before I play it, let's just play a few other bits. Let's mix and match a little bit. Let's have a bit of fun as well. Hang on a minute, guys. this is so sweet, isn't it, guys? So sweet. You know, it breaks my heart, really. What once was. So cute, so cute. Gladys is adorable. They're actually eating the snow, guys. That was beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. I absolutely love that. Right. So Scott said the property is it may be owned by someone in California. No one has been there for a long time. So we don't really know who owns it, do we, guys? So there's a few different little videos here that we could play. Let's just see if we've got any... Oh, let's just play this a minute. Come on, guys. We'll have a bit of fun, then I'll play some. Elvis, so cool, so cool. And they've still got that tractor. I'm pretty sure they've still got that. Isn't that in the Living Museum at Graceland? Love it. I love this. This is great. Oh, amazing. If we only had a time machine. Right, so let's get back to the topic. Vernon Presleys Dolan house. Can have a bit of nice relaxing music while we're listening and watching. So someone's got inside the property. Was it once used as an Airbnb? So we can imagine Vernon in here. So do you think this is how it was? Or has this been changed? jumping forward a bit because I've got some other videos I want to play. So, did the Stanley boys live here? Did the Stanley boys, all three of them, Billy, Rick and David, did they live here? I don't know. Right, so it's having a little look upstairs as well. I mean, this looks to me like there could be some damp, the odd leak, doesn't it? It doesn't look right. The upstairs part. It's quite big upstairs. Look, there's a thing of Elvis there. Elvis in his gold lame suit. It's a bit unusual. So this is obviously the swimming pool. Okay, well, I never thought we were going to get to see the inside of the property. I'm surprised we found this. Right, now let's look at one of Spa Guy's videos. I think he meets a lady. Let's see if we can find the right one. And she takes him there. Now, there's more than one. So it's finding the right one, isn't it, guys? All right, who's this? Let me just see who this is a minute. So why, right, so why are these people getting in? Is it an Airbnb? Is this a tour?
Alors nous voilà nous sommes ici chez des amis qui sont propriétaires de la maison qu'Elvis a achetée à Vernon dans les années, fin des années 60, début 70, je pense.
So this is like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, guys.
Et la maison de Dee et de Vernon Presleys. Donc visite privée, caméra discrète.
So when this was filmed, it was being used.
And it's going to have to be a real fast tour because we got to get to the airport and the post office. Really, the gate was supposed to have been locked. Okay. Come on in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is interesting, guys.
I have bad timing with you, don't I?
Yes, you do. I've noticed that.
I see that.
Elvis bought the house for his daddy as a wedding present in 1962, paid $25,000 for it. The house was renovated, added on to, so what you're going to see is the finished product.
Yeah, I used to be here.
Good. So she's some kind of tour guide, isn't she, guys? This is interesting.
Something like
6 years
6
ago.
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I came in
An
And,
event that Andrew had?
yeah, with Larry
Yeah.
Geller and
Yeah,
it was some other guys
Yeah,
over here, and we used to spend an evening over here.
Right,
It was really
yeah,
fun. But
So you've been here before then?
no,
Never,
only
just in right here.
just right here, not specially on the other side of the house.
Yeah, okay, well, this was just a little sitting room area. The pictures belong to a former owner, her name was Diana McGann. They belong to her. And pictures there.
Right, so the former owner left the pictures there.
So it's in 1962. That's what you said.
62 is when he bought the house. Watch your step there.
Yes.
And she keeps it so nice.
Yeah. And
Now
this
this is
was,
what we call.
En 1962, Edwige achète la maison donc pour Vernon, et donc elle a été rénovée. I explain in French also.
He looks like an Elvis fan to me. Come on, guys, the hair and the jacket. I mean the shirt.
Donc elle a été rénovée ici dernièrement. Trop fort.
Okay, when they moved in, the house ended here. This was the very end of the house. So this was all added on.
Okay.
Mr. Vernon wanted a hot tub installed, so I said,
So Vernon had a hot tub installed.
sure, Daddy, whatever you want.
Yeah, of course.
So he, he pretty much gave him a blank check and said, go for it. So that's the hot tub that was installed for Mr. Vernon. Of course, the ladder goes on this side, and you go down. And
Isn't it deep?
It is.
I could
It's
drown in
very
there.
deep.
I don't swim, so
I
there's
know.
no way. It's deep.
Yeah, I know.
Dans la chambre. Trop fort. Yes.
The back area here is, this was the bathroom, of course.
Yes.
And when the roof had collapsed on this house, because it,
So did she just say that the roof collapsed? Let's have a look on this part. Let's have a look.
got in very poor conditions, just really bad. And then when it collapsed, this of course got destroyed. So these fixtures are new. As you can
Right, so it's been repaired, and then these fixtures are new in the bathroom.
see, the pool one back has
Yeah.
gone bad. To the right-hand side is the horse barn. This is horse barn.
Regarde par.
Big enough, wasn't it? So you can actually hear them, can't you, the voices?
Oh yes, you talk to him.
Do you ever go out there and just hang out in the yard?
Well, it wouldn't take much to dig out all the swimming pool and clean it all up, put some water in, mate.
But when it's cooler,
Sorry.
right?
In fact, you live here now.
Yes.
Yes, she does. And I don't. I think it's the perfect person.
Okay. That's pretty good. I think that was really good, actually. Right, we're gonna play a bit of Spa Guys video. Let's have a little treat first. We'll have a little treat first.
What's up?
And I remember this interview. And don't be cruel.
Don't be cruel.
It must have been crazy, guys, to have a son. She knew he could sing. And suddenly all this attention and adoration they get from the whole world. Suddenly they were super important. It's like crazy. That was good. That was good, guys. The 26th of September 1956. Wow. We could do that all day, couldn't we, guys? We could play these old clips all day. Right, I'm going to try and find the Spa Guy one where... I want to find the one where he bumps into a lady.
A long time, and you can see this.
There's one where he bumps into a lady, and she takes him there. I wonder if we can find it, guys. Oh look, there's one there of the house in Bad Neuheim. That would be an interesting video. We'll do that another time. Yeah, that's the Spa Guy one as well. Spa Guy's done some good stuff, hasn't he? Let me see if I can. Is this the one? No. Let me see if I can find it, guys. I know it's there because I saw it earlier. Oh look, what's that? D. Stanley. All right, D. Stanley. There's a news report that D. Stanley dies. But there's an interview there. That's weird. Let me just see what that is.
They loved Elvis, but they seemed to really love Vernon extremely well also. And the people have suffered along with Vernon after Elvis's death, and he's been very kind to the fans and very considerate in that he has had open Graceland for the fans to be able to come in and see. So I think that they are very saddened, and I think this is probably about the loneliest day of my life.
Jim Jaggers on the Night Beat for Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
4 or 5 times since the death of Vernon Presleys early Tuesday morning.
Some had come from other states, some from great distances. Many did not even know of Vernon Presleys' death until they got here.
Right, so this is the day Vernon died. Okay, right, okay. This is old footage, isn't it, guys? I don't think I've seen this.
They were disappointed the gates were closed.
We had planned on visiting the grave tomorrow, but as long as it's closed, we'll have to go back home without seeing it. We're from Chicago, and we made the trip, our annual vacation.
Well, I've planned a trip to Graceland for the last year to put flowers on Elvis's grave. We arrived Monday night, and of course Vernon passed away on Tuesday.
So you weren't able to put those flowers in the grave?
No flowers on Elvis's grave. Now I don't know if I ever will be able to or not.
Oh, do you see the way they are, guys?
And according to Presley family members, the graveside area will be closed to all visitors for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Noticeably absent from the front of Graceland were the hucksters selling T-shirts, postcards, and jewelry. Today, only a paperboy selling copies of a newspaper with headlines of Vernon Presleys' death. Today, all was quiet.
Okay, right, so we've got enough time for one more video. Let's play the Spa Guy one, and then we're going to have to go, guys. But it's very interesting. I think most fans are going to say that Gracelands or EPE should buy that property and restore it, and it should be part of the museum, shouldn't it, guys? So we're going to play this, guys, and then we're going to go. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Spa Guy. Billy at Spa Guy, he does talk to me sometimes. And Trey, I really like Trey at Globetrotting.
All right, friends, so I've been an Elvis fan a long time, and you can see this is Graceland that I'm passing right now. And I wanted to show you something that is right around the corner that a lot of people don't know about. And that is Elvis's dad's house, where his dad and his stepmother, Dee Presley, lived. And the house backs up to the back of Graceland. Somebody's bought this thing. I'm not sure who owns it, but it's very dilapidated at this point.
So in this video, he's saying someone's bought it. Let me just see how old this video is. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay, not to the day, but you know, this could be the Californian person that Scott was telling me about.
And I'm even going to fly over it. I'm going to talk about it here in just a moment on camera, and then I'm going to fly over it with my drone closer to the end. And I'll narrate a little bit and tell you what's there, and I'll fly over the back of Graceland as well. But that is the house right there. They lived there up until the year after Elvis passed, 1978. So check it out.
All right, so they actually lived there until the year after Elvis passed.
All right, friends, we are at another iconic place that you probably don't even know exists. This was Elvis's dad's house and his stepmom Dee. This was their house, and that.
So I wonder if when this was filmed, there was anyone there.
Is where Graceland is right there. That's the gate.
So it gives you some bearings. Graceland is behind.
The barn is in the back of Elvis's property. That's in the very back corner of Graceland.
So the back corner is the horse barn.
And you can see the top of the barn. The first time I went and saw that barn, I actually jumped the fence in 1988 and went in that barn and went around it, and you could actually see in it. And they had those snowmobiles that they crashed in there, and there was several things that are in the museum across the street, like the golf carts were in there or on the edge. This side here was just an overhang. It wasn't finished out like you see. Look at that little squirrel jumping on the fence. But you can see this thing's been padlocked. And So ain't much happening right here, but they had it where you could go through, his dad could go through the...
So Scott has just said that the neighbouring property that was it bought for Gary Pepper, was it? Is the neighbouring property is abandoned. All right, so Scott's going to take some pictures of the museum. Thank you, Scott. I think it probably would make a good Airbnb, wouldn't it?
Fence over to Graceland, and could go visit him and just ease through the fence. You didn't have to go around. And of course now.
So guys, anyone that watches this show, a lot of you will watch it through the night tomorrow. What do you think should happen with this property? Should it be bought and restored? Why has it been left to be dilapidated? Does anyone actually know who the owner is?
This thing, somebody bought it, but boy, it's really in disrepair.
So you can sort of see the adjoining property. Is this the one that had wheelchair access done for Gary Pepper?
It's in a bit of a mess. There's even a thing there that said Vernon Presley, father of Elvis Presley, lived here. And you can see there's a no trespassing sign. That's the back of Graceland. Right over in here, that's Elvis's fence, that white fence.
So Scott has just said if I could put a poll up, probably. I'm just looking at the different options it gives you on the chat. Live chat, no. I'm just seeing. There probably is a way to put a poll up. YouTube live control panel. I'm sure there's probably things that you could do. Obviously not now, but it is something to look into.
There you have it, friends. Of course, if I want to jump this little fence right here, that would be pretty easy to do. But this is down the side of Graceland. If you go down to the big road, turn to the right, Graceland's right there. It's right over there. He lived here from 64 to 78. So friends, as I fly the drone over.
So he just said he lived there from 64 to 78, but the other one said he was there from 62.
I'm going to narrate a little bit. Of course, you can see the house, and it's got a barn-type roof.
Here we are. Well, this is good. So is that where the corner of the House of the Rising Sun, or the stables, or the barn? Behind there is Gracelands. I mean, it makes sense. I totally understand why Elvis bought that property, because he could just walk to it. Is this anywhere near where Billy Smith's caravan, trailer, whatever they call it, would have been parked? Anywhere near here behind the property?
And if you look just to the right of the back of the house there, you see the fence is kind of L-shaped. To the right of that is that barn that I was talking about. That's actually on Graceland property, and you can see that's just across the fence. And you see the in-ground pool there behind his dad's house. It's got grass growing in it. This thing is really...
So, Scott has just said, is there two barns? I mean, it's possible, isn't it? Hard to tell, isn't it, guys? It could be.
Right of that is that barn that I was talking about. That's actually on Graceland property, and you can see that's just across the fence. And you see the in-ground pool there behind his dad's house. It's got grass growing in it. This thing is really dilapidated over the years. And the trees weren't as big as they are now, of course, back at that time.
Right, hang on, I've just got a message. Sorry, I've got a message. Kate has said it's apparently owned by an investor, Art Lopez, who doesn't obviously maintain it. So an investor Art Lopez. Karen says, I went past it in Memphis, and it's such a shame, yeah, that it's not maintained. Hi, Melissa. How do you know the dates of this house? We've watched a few videos, and one of the videos says that Vernon was there from 62. The other one said 64. Is that what you meant, Melissa? You can't visit that house, can you, Patty? I adore the house. Would love to go inside. Well, we've seen inside, haven't we, guys? The house where Vernon Presley lived, located at 1034 Alderman Drive, was purchased by Elvis Presley in 1956 and is now owned by Mike Curb Family Foundations. But that's a different property, yeah? Did Vernon live at Alderman Drive? Oh, right, you mean the first property that Elvis bought for Gladys and Vernon? Right, I'm with you. Yeah, wasn't that the first property that Elvis bought? 1034 Alderman Drive. So it's Mike Curb Family Foundation. So is that one run down and damaged as well? So I'm just reading your comments, guys. It's very interesting.
And Elvis was actually living there, but that barn was always there. And you can see now we're behind Graceland property, and you can see the racquetball court there, just a little bit left of center of the screen. You can see the top of it. It's that rectangular shaped building. And you could actually go up on the roof of that, and just to the left of that semicircle at the top of the screen, that's where Elvis was buried. That's where the grave sites are. And they still have horses at Graceland. That barn is still being used, and you see, I'll pitch back up here shortly, and you can see the corrals and stuff. There's actually...
Very interesting, guys. A lot of... I'm surprised the amount of trees. There's a lot of trees all around Graceland, isn't there, guys?
Horses there, still active today. And that semicircle just to the left of the center of the screen, that is the meditation garden.
So I'm looking here now across the road. Looks like it's being developed. So, or to the side, actually. So is that the hotel being built? Is that what that is? I can see a car park. Is that the guest house there by the car park? Is the bit that's been developed there? I wonder where that is, guys.
And as I rise up, you'll see to the right of that, you'll...
Oh, actually, I can see the hotel now. I can see the hotel, the guest house, yeah.
Start seeing the swimming pool, kidney-shaped pool coming into the screen. And that is Graceland to the right of that. That's the trophy room and all that stuff where Elvis had a racetrack, slot car tracks and all that kind of stuff. And then the house is inside those trees. Of course, the trees have really grown up over the years. They weren't nearly that big the first time I ever went there.
Right, let me just check your comments. I've only got a couple of minutes left, guys. The Alderburn Drive is one of my favourites. It's such a cute property. Yeah, it does just seem to... We want everything looked after, don't we, guys? We want everything, money spent on it and looked after.
But I'm going to get off of here and let you just look, play your little bed music, and just enjoy the scenery. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll have more Elvis stuff coming up.
I'm a big fan of Spa Guy. Billy, obviously, I do want to do some kind of review about the dojo being reopened. I wonder if there's a little tiny clip just showing the dojo now, like now, just opened. Let me just type it in there a minute. Obviously, we've got advertisements. So this was done 7 hours ago. Ah, right. Now, this is for tomorrow.
Like that.
So this is for tomorrow, guys. This is Globetrotting Trey. I'm not going to play loads of it because this is for tomorrow. So a little clip.
Yeah, that's like the
That's
one
not the one, but it's
like that, right?
just like it.
Yeah, that's
yep.
what I thought.
and we can play ours. So 2 months after she took it, so in October of '77, her mom had Shante copyright that photo. She took them all to court.
Just a tease, because tomorrow we're going to do this.
Oh, really? Pasaru is way of honor. Okay. So that's Korean written in English where you can read it. Okay. There's your translation. That's
Okay, guys. That's tomorrow. We are going to review. This is 7 hours ago. This was posted by Globetrotting Trey. I want to do some about the dojo. It's right. Scott has just sent me some pictures. Junior suite at the guest house. All right, this is the guest house next door to the okay, well that's for another show. But right, guys, thanks for joining me. This particular show is going to be the name of this show is going to be Vernon Presleys Home. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go now. Got to go. Yeah, you know that reflects, but I'm saying goodbye now. So if you just stand behind that counter. So it doesn't matter actually because I've got a video up, so it's blocking that. That's right. My wife's just walked out. You make me laugh. She makes me laugh, my wife. Right. So thank you to Scott, because Scott is the reason we picked this topic. Vernon's home. Yeah. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to do a dojo. A really good, probably do a couple of videos on Tiger Man Dojo. I like Billy. I like Spar Guy. I like Globetrotting Trey. It's a very interesting story that goes around concerning the Tiger Man Dojo. There's been some problems. There's been some lawsuits. Smiths have been involved. There's been some arguments. I heard it got pretty fisticuffy. Trey's camera was smashed. So it's a complicated story at the dojo. But anyway, guys, thank you, Scott. I hope you enjoyed it. I found it very interesting. We learned a lot very quickly because I didn't really know anything about Vernon's property. I knew about it, of course. I've never been inside it. Well, we've just been inside Vernon's home together. We've looked all around it. We've looked at the swimming pool. We've looked above it. Whilst we were looking above it, thanks to Spar Guy, we could see part of Graceland where everything's laid out, the racquetball part of it. We even got to see part of the meditation garden, part of the swimming pool. Pretty interesting. Hi, Kate. So, guys, we're coming back tomorrow. We've got a lot more work to do. Team Elvis, taking care of business. I hope you enjoyed this show, guys. I thought it made a change. I'm trying at the moment to do some different topics. I think we're doing okay. Take care, guys. All the best. Love to all of you. Thanks for joining me. Please subscribe. If you like what I do, usual thing, get us a coffee, send us a super thank you. Usual thing. If you want to be a member, it's only $1. $1, guys. It's nothing. This live is free for everyone. Free. All of my shows are free. But I want members. Then we can have some private chats.